Welcome back to the shipyard. Today, I wanted to start a new segment, and I don't know if this will be a weekly segment or a every once in a while segment. Why I love ... I am kind of borrowing the idea from the Dice Tower, where they take different things and just talk about why they enjoy them. And I figured what better way to kick off a series than to talk about why I love podcasting, doing reviews, doing daily video content. Basically, doing everything that I do in conjunction with the Star Trek Attack Wing community, and hopefully with some board games as time progresses. But basically, why I've been doing what I've been doing for 3.5 months. And longer with reviews, but in terms of daily content. For people who know me personally, I am significantly more introverted than I am extroverted. Ultimately, I am what's technically called a mesovert. I need both my people time and my alone time. But I am not someone that's always out looking for adventure, going out and interacting with people. Doing everything I've done has put me in a position where I am recognizable. And I don't do that for fame or notoriety or anything. And in the grand scheme of things, I'm not really anyone special. But to a very small and important group of people, I'm a voice, a face that people will recognize. And to me, that's cool. That's fun. That's amusing. It's not anything I get boastful or prideful about. I just go, hey, this is awesome. People know who I am. So that's one avenue of why I love doing what I'm doing. Another reason that I love it, I love kind of picking things apart and finding the good in them, finding the bad, fixing them. I'm a tinkerer. I'm somebody that likes solving puzzles and making things work and going, oh, well, that's a neat idea. How do we make it better? It's kind of my math brain. I like finding the solution to things. There's not always a perfect solution in Attack Wing, but there's a solution at some point. And I feel that it's a different challenge. It's a different puzzle. I'm not one who's eloquent with my words. I don't have a highfalutin vocabulary as I go showboating. All of this stretches me to do different things. Back when I was writing a board game blog, it stretched me in different ways. I had to stretch my ability to convey my thoughts through text. I like putting myself in situations where I don't necessarily have the best aptitude, but situations where I'm capable of flourishing. And that's what podcasting was. I had told a buddy years ago, I said, if I ever want to start a podcast, talk me out of it, shut me down, just say no. And they were the first person I told when I started up the idea of Warp Core Breach. And they looked at me and they said, David, you remember that conversation we had? I said, I know. That's why I'm coming to you. But I don't want you to talk me out of it. Because I made up my mind, this is happening. Things change. But it's a challenge. And I like challenges in life. It helps me grow. And I always feel that if you're not growing, if you're not learning something, then life isn't worth living. Everyone has their own version of living and growth, and that's fine. I'm not here to tell you what that means for you. But for me, it's trying to be better at something. Not necessarily each day, but over the course of time, trying to improve at something. Another reason why I love it is I try to be encouraging. Emphasis is definitely on the word try. There has been so much negativity surrounding Attack Wing. I do my best to say that this is something worth enjoying, because I get a lot of fun out of it. And when I enjoy something, when I have fun, when I put my hard-earned money and my time into something, I want to praise the games, the activities that I spend my time on. And I like to think of myself as discerning. Maybe I am, maybe I'm not, and maybe somebody will sit here and go, you play Star Trek Attack Wing, you do a YouTube channel almost entirely on Star Trek Attack Wing. That's not very discerning. Well, at the end of the day, you might be right, but I have a lot of people that beg to differ. And right now I beg to differ. Yeah. I also love what I do because it's Star Trek. And I get to sit and talk about Star Trek and talk about a Star Trek game every single day. To me, that's really fun. I have fun. Even the most frustrating comments, and you guys may know who you are, but even those frustrating comments, I enjoy going back and forth with you guys and figuring out where you're coming from and knowing more about how you think about the game. And you can hear more about what I think about the game. And sometimes you guys inspire future videos. I don't ever think it's a waste of my time for you guys to comment and for us to go back and forth. I don't. Maybe you feel that way. I don't know if you do, but I don't ever consider it a waste. So keep doing it. And the last reason I love what I do is because I get to interact with all of you fantastic people every single day. Maybe you guys have watched countless videos and you've never left a comment. Well, at that point, you've invited me into your home, your phone, your whatever. You've heard what I've had to say. To me, that's a form of interaction. It's a one-way interaction, but it's interaction. It's still wonderful. It's more than I ever could have dreamed of. I started doing Star Trek reviews like 3 years ago. I started doing Warp Core Breach almost 2 years ago. I never would have thought that I would have reached as many people as I've reached. I think today, Lifetime, the shipyard's at 111,000 lifetime views. That baffles me. I know some people get that on a video. Well, that's just ridiculous. 650 plus subscribers. It's more than I ever imagined. It's humbling. And I know I say that over and over, but I mean it. I mean all of that. That people have graciously taken the time to interact with me. You guys watch my videos. You hear what I have to say. You consider what I have to say. I'm just a guy. I just put things out on the internet, and my words are heard by dozens of people, and that's really cool to me. I have my own style. You guys like it, or seem to like it. Some people don't like it. That's okay. I don't mind. I really don't. I'm not here trying to win the mass approval of people, because I don't need it. But at the end of the day, I love what I do. I love putting out videos for you guys. I love Star Trek Attack Wing. And I love the comments. Thank you guys for all that you do for me. I will keep doing what I do for you. And I hope that you have enjoyed a kind of random Saturday video. While this airs, I am playing in my Drive OP. So footage for that coming soon, and hopefully a random video tomorrow all about that. Until then, we'll see you around the shipyard. Take care, guys.